and welcome everyone to Last Level Press. I'm Mr. Black, and this is my first 15 with Payday 2, a game that I had not really seen a great deal of coverage of. I remember seeing a lot of promos for it some time ago, but hearing very little of it after that. And already, I've got some mixed opinions of this game, and I haven't even played a round of it yet, as is customary for my first 15 series. That way I can give you all my first impressions. Now, before I really get into that, I will state that this game is usually $30 on Steam. It is a co-op first-person shooter in which the premise is essentially you and a group of several others play as sort of violent Ocean's 11-style criminals trying to stage various heists, and you must attempt to do so stealthily. From what I understand, that usually doesn't go so well, and eventually you have to shoot your way out against SWAT and police and all kinds of stuff. So, entertaining premise. One that will probably set a lot of very touchy people with regard to violence in video games off, but we don't really care about those people now, do we? Now, the things that give me some pause already in this game, as I said, I have not yet played around, are the fact that this may look a little funny to you. By funny, I mean blurry, and by blurry, I mean this is already set at 1080p, and it does not look like it. This already looks like it's maybe 720, and that's pitiful. That's pitiful. As, unfortunately, are the options menu. Moving into the video settings, you'll find you have, of course, resolution, of which there are a sufficient number available, which is a plus. Full screen, subtitles, hit confirmation indicators. And moving down here, I have no idea what effect quality is. Thank you for giving me so much information regarding what I'm controlling in my game. But let's move into the advanced section, shall we? You can turn on VSync, depth of field, texture quality, anisotropic filtering, animation quality. I'm not sure exactly how that works. I assume that has more to do with environmental effects than actual player animations. A frame rate limit, and whatever Alienware light fixes. Again, my major complaint with this is that these are a piss-poor selection of video settings, especially in a game like this that attempts to look pretty damn good. And most of these that I don't recognize, I have no idea what they do. Yes, you can hover over some of these and actually read the little premise of what it does up on the top, like say for animation quality, change the level of detail in animations, low increases performance, high increases visual quality. Duh! That's what adjusting these do. What does it really do? What does it really affect? I don't know because you're not telling me, game. The same, of course, goes for effect quality. Thank you, game. Adjusts the quality of effects in the game. I would never have guessed. Thank you for that magnificent boon of wisdom you've granted upon me. Now, moving on. I have had a couple of issues with this game, essentially forgetting my settings. I've tried to boot this 3 or 4 times now to record this episode, and 2 of those times I had to reset all of my video and audio settings because the game just up and decided it didn't want them. Now then, those early gripes aside, let's move on into a little bit more of what this game honestly has to offer and not just what is wrong with its presentation. And let's have a look. Obviously, there is a bit of a progression system to this game, and I do welcome that. I welcome that a great deal, as a lot of shooters like this just recycle the same concept. So I'm always with open arms welcome to FPS titles, especially co-op and competitive titles, that do a little something different. I don't really know exactly what a lot of this does, and that's again an issue that is going to come up a lot in my criticism for this game, is that there's probably a really cool system here that I just haven't played enough of, that is to say I haven't played any of, to really understand, but it is very, very ambiguously presented. I don't really know by looking at just this block of stuff what's going on. You've got to kind of spend time looking through a lot of the menu to understand what's going on. Obviously a lot of these are locked. You need to spend another 40 points to unlock tier 6. What does that mean? You're not giving me any tooltips. You're not giving me how to earn points, where they are earned, how so. This is just poor presentation. It may be a really cool system in its execution, but its presentation is lacking. Now, let's go to my inventory, where the same thing, to a lesser degree, takes place. Obviously, empty weapon slots. The only thing that it really tells me here is increase your reputation level to unlock new weapons. I assume that that means that these slots are now going to be filled in once I gain reputation, which, again, I have to assume is more or less player rank gained by gaining experience and whatever through matches. I don't know that because the game doesn't tell me. I shouldn't have to make educated guesses as to how a game works when I'm first presented with it. That's one of the things that a lot of people don't quite get with the purpose of my first 15 series. People say, well, it's not a really good review because you haven't played enough of it yet. That's the point. It's to show you what a game does right in its earliest moments, and sometimes more importantly, what it does wrong. Because things like this will turn me off, and I'm sure I'm not alone in that. If I'm looking at a game going, I don't know how you work, do I want to spend $30 on you, $10 on you? If I don't know what I'm getting for that money, I'm probably not going to spend it. So that's the purpose for this series. Now then, let's attempt to answer some questions, and I assume crime.net, once again, the word assumption, is actually how... Oh my god. What the hell am I looking at?
Gentlemen, I need you to assist me in transferring someone's wealth to benefit my party's
Okay.
interest.
What about that? Okay, so Crunchy Samoans, is that a player hosting a lobby? I don't know. And it disappeared! Okay, maybe that was a player hosting a lobby and that match ended. Alright, there's a lot of stuff going on here. I really hate to just gripe and be this negative, but this is piss poor presentation! It may well be a really cool idea to have a graphical representation of what amounts to a lobby system. That's my educated guess for what this is. Where you're looking at essentially where these matches would actually be taking place within the fictionalized city that this game takes place in, where these heists are going on. That's a cool idea, but on paper and in practice, I should say, are two different executions here, because obviously by the time I really see what I'm in for here, these things frickin' disappear. What? Okay, you know what? Never mind. Let's just click on something and see what happens. If you don't even know what's in them, why is this a job we can't miss? That sounds like exactly the kind of job one should miss. Go for something that you know what your objective is. I'm reading a little bit too much into the criminality of this, but okay, let's see here. Bane wants you to do a classic bank hit. This job is about deposit boxes, which we don't even know the contents of. I'm gonna laugh if it's a bunch of IOUs. Locate the bank, find the thermal drill, drill the vaults, keep civilians in check, open deposit boxes, escape with the contents of the boxes, potential stealth bonus plus 20% experience. Risk, normal, no risk reward, contracts completed 0, potential job rewards, 150 grand, and 950 experience, 104% of what I need to level up. Okay, that I will praise. I really like the breakdown. This is what you'll get if you do this, complete with how much it even really means to you, how much you need to level up. That's a cool inclusion. This is a plus game. You're starting to win yourself back. Alrighty. So let's accept before it disappears. Never mind, it already disappeared. Thank you for letting me know that, game. By the time I figured out what I was in for, it was gone. Alright. Moloch, whoa, hold on. Very hard, I just noticed that. I don't think I want to jump into a very hard for my first match. That just seems like a poor idea. Alright. Mall Crasher, I don't care. I don't have time to care. So let's just jump right on in, shall we? Okie dokie. Start heist, maybe, possibly. 175,000, I saw that for the payout. I have gone into my settings for the personalization of this game, and I've set it so that, hopefully, I will spawn as Wolf, one of the 4 major heist guys. I think there's Dallas, Wolf, and I don't remember the other 2. Dallas is the more iconic of all of the heist folks in this game, with the one with the, you know, half clown mask, half American flag.
Vlad is serious. We're going to the mall. We destroy as much as we can.
Check.
Enough destruction, and this client will rethink his whole stance on protection money. Dirty job, but you like getting dirty, right?
That's the premise? We're roughing up a mall? Not the owner of a mall. A mall. Oh my god. Okay, I'm glad this does not have a substantial campaign. There is no single player. Because, oh my god, if this kind of writing extended into a single-player campaign...
If you can, snag cash and valuables, opportunistic. You understand?
This would only work as a parody. I understand I may be taking this game much more seriously than it really intends to be taken. But, oh my god. Am I not the only one looking at this going, this looks really bad? My settings, yes, are set to middling as usual because I don't have my new PC rig built yet, but... my god, this looks fuzzy and blurry. This is still at 1080p. I would understand if the textures weren't that great, which they're not, but that's because I've set them that way. But the overall video quality looks like there's some kind of filter on it, and the filter is god-awful. I'm sorry, I know I'm probably going to attract the ire and rage of fanboys of this game, but... wow. Artemis is joining the game, please. Why am I waiting for another player to join? Why can't they just join in the background? I was hoping to like this, I really was, but so far not so much. Destroy $50,000 worth of stuff. I assume that's 50,000 and not just 50 with a bunch of zeros on it because they don't understand the difference between a comma and a period. Brack from the... Is this gonna happen every time someone joins the match? Every time? I think I'm understanding now why I didn't hear much about this game following its release, and why they're trying so desperately to get sales by putting it on sale. Why are you all looking at me? I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna have fun with this. Let's throw on the mask. Oh yeah.
Alright, let's roll.
Let's roll. And we're gonna start breaking things. Don't care. Really don't care. Give me something interesting to... I see a target, and what do? You freeze and let something load. Why can't that be done in the background? Okay, now then. Oh yeah, let's just clip right through each other. That's magnificent. At least I can iron sight with right click. That's nice. Even if my arms are taking up way too much of the screen. I'm just gonna break shit because that's my weird objective. How do I melee? There we go. E is melee. Let's break things. Break things. Break shoes. Break computers. How do I know how much I've broken? I don't see an amount. How do I know how much progress I've made? Break it all! Break the cosmetics. You don't need to look pretty. Hi there. Can I break you, maybe? Civilian killed. Deducting... oh! Deducting $3,000 in cleaner costs. That's kinda dark, but okay. I'm really sorry to be so negative, guys. Some of you guys know from my other videos, I really don't like to be this guy. I tend to enjoy being positive. Okay, now we got an update. Finally! We've broken $15,000 worth of stuff. Oh, here we go. Here's our money pit. Let's just shoot up the car. This is obviously a Lambo of some kind. So, yeah. Falcogini. Yeah, okay. So, there's several $100,000 worth of merchandise right here. And let me guess, this is not gonna count in the slightest. Oh, I'm getting shot at. Hi there! You are hurt. Take cover. Okay. Whoa, dude. Does he ever die? Okay. And yes, I'm aware my frame rate is not fantastic. As I've mentioned a lot recently, my graphics card is more or less on its last dying gasp breath. But all of the parts for my new PC are indeed in the mail, and in some stage even, of delivery, so it will not be long before this problem ceases to be. $30,000 worth of damage. Very good. Alright. Now I'm starting to understand exactly what this game is even doing. Hi there. You know, I could have sworn that I had a different weapon. In my inventory, I'm not sure if I recorded that or not, but take my word for it, I was supposed to have what amounts to an M4. They called it some sort of AMC car or something, but it's an M4. And I don't seem to be able to get to that. Oh wait, there we go! I can't use scrolly wheel, I've got to actually press 2 on the keyboard. I'm just gonna focus on killing SWAT guys, because why not? As far as the gunplay goes, it feels sluggish. Responsive, this is not. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not outstanding. Hello, there's a sniper up there. Right. Whoa! There's a few of you! Wow. I'm alive! Alright, we achieved the objective. I can't really praise the AI all that much. I'm standing out in the open, and they're not really doing anything. But then again, this is a normal difficulty, so perhaps the harder ones will actually offer a more substantial challenge. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I see lasers, even though that's not the way sniper rifles work. Hi there. You're so observant. Ow, ow, ow! Okay, where's my health? There I am, okay. I'm on the bottom right, so you can actually see the health of everyone on the heist team, which is nice. Okay, it told me to take cover, but taking cover is not doing anything. This doesn't feel desperate, this feels sluggish and slow. It just feels like shit is taking too long. Okay, very good. Rubik's Cube is down. No! Cube! Oh, you can actually help him. Cool. Res him. There we are. Oh, wow. You're still alive. Stop being alive, sir. Ow, dude. Dude, really? Gee willikers, this city sure has a really big SWAT department! Seriously, people, there probably aren't this many SWAT officers in any city except for, like, New York or LA. You're only just now giving me dialogue regarding the snipers, even though I've been killing them this whole time. Thanks, game. Thanks for being up to date. Escape is available. Where? Where? Do I just have to play every map and gain first-hand experience of the map before I'll know what the hell to do and where? I'm gonna take this as a yes. I'm not sure if any of these guys know what's going on, because I'm sure there's a lot of noob players like myself taking advantage of the free weekend. Brack is down! And yes, I get the Space Ghost reference inherent in his name. Well played, sir. Well played. And another one is down. Yeah, I'm guessing none of us know where the hell to go, and that's why we're all just sitting here getting picked off. And he just spawned right in front of me. We're getting picked off because the game is not telling us what the hell to do. Now, I'm sure there will be those, oh, you just want a bunch of hand-holding. No. I want to be able to buy my own merit. And by that, I mean buy what the game gives me, and I can then extrapolate from, figure out what I should reasonably be doing. Alright, I recognize that because of how that all went, I'm probably going to very heavily edit that match and just cull out all of the substantially boring parts, of which there were many. So I'm not sure exactly whether or not this will fit within my usual time limit of 15 minutes, but because of just how negative I have been with this game, I want to give it a fair shot, and even for a first 15, give it one round more to prove itself to me, because as it is right now, So let's see here. Watch Dogs, normal, that sounds like fun. $300,000 payout. I don't have time to actually check what we're doing, because the game might disappear in the meantime, as it is already demonstrated for me. While we wait, a few thoughts on this. This game has a lot of potential, I allow, but I wonder how sincere the developers are about tapping it.
Wear a heavy jacket and carry heavier weapons. We know Hector's transports are getting hit. He'll ride in the back of the truck. Don't let the coke go anywhere.
Okay, so this is...
This is it.
What? This is like an escort mission? This doesn't tell me anything, game! Low risk level. Okay, so that's my loadout. Some of these guys apparently have some better gear. This guy appears to be slightly more... No, that's me. Never mind. That guy appears to be a noob as well, so... Alright. Let's ready up and jump on in. Alright, so apparently I'm Dallas this time. I really don't like how much of the screen my arms and weapon take up. That just seems excessive. Ow. Being shot from somewhere. Oh, okay. So this is, yeah, more or less an escort mission of what? I assume it's this truck. Yes, maybe? Yeah, here we go. Duffel bags. Okay. So, another small question. Why in the world do I start with my sidearm equipped and not my primary long arm? I get that on some maps, yes, you want to start with a low detection rating so that people don't actually know you're there to start causing havoc and stealing everything. And why is that guy not dying? But in missions like this, it should really be set by default
Almost there. I'm ready.
to automatically equip your primary offensive weapon. Ow, ow, getting shot at.
30 seconds. Get ready to move that coke.
Get ready to move it. Move it where? Alright, I've got a bag. What do I do with it? Take it somewhere good. Like what? What constitutes good? I've been given no information to know what the hell that means, game. Exposition. Do something with it. Alright, this guy is picking some kind of lock. Maybe that's something? And now someone else is joining the game, locking it all up for everyone else. Thank you, game, for not loading that in the background. Alright,
Okay, guys, the pickup driver's here. He's on the
What?
street behind you.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know to expect one. Appreciate that.
Alright, now throw the bags into the truck. You need at least 4 bags.
Alright, I've got one, and I just hurt myself jumping. So apparently there is indeed fall damage. I do kind of like, I will give them this praise, that you lean a little bit, just like you would if you had a bag on your shoulder, while you have one equipped. Now, where in the hell is this truck supposed to be? Is it the drop-off location? I assume that's what that might be. Can I get there on foot, or do I have to, for whatever reason, go through the building? Yep, gotta go through the building. That just feels kind of forced. Like you can't just blast your way around the side of the building or through an alley or something. You have to go through the route that requires someone to pick a locked door. I understand that's attempting to create tension, but it's artificial. Okay, so that's our drop-off point down there. Can I just shoot out the window, jump down, suffer a little fall damage for it? Yes, I can. Okay, that's kind of cool. I'll give him that. Yoink! Oh, come on! Invisible walls? Really? In a window? My objective is right there. Let me guess, I can't, like, throw it down there either, can I? Nope! By the way, is anybody else getting kind of annoyed by this soundtrack? Really, this does not gunfight music make. This is lame Disney cartoon music. This is when Disney characters go to a rave. Why are you not taking cover? Why are you wandering around on a sidewalk? That's incredibly tactical of you. I'm sure they taught you that in SWAT school. No, I'm down! Go on without me! I'm being helped up. Good. Yay. Let me just stare at this guy's nuts while he helps me up. I'm sure that's gonna... Uh-oh. He's down. Alright, well, at least I can shoot at people while I'm down. That's cool. I can't seem to iron sight while I'm down. Ow. Well, thanks for finishing me off, asshole. Police assault in progress. Oh no! They're going Rodney King on somebody! Okay, so... I'm either arrested or dead. Let's see what this guy does. He's apparently pretty good, because he's got non-noob equipment. And some kind of fancy mask. Let's see what an apparent veteran of this game can do. Free Willy, I am sorry, but you're being put on the spot for this episode. You shall be an example of what experienced players can expect. Alright, I'm beginning to notice what the animation quality meant. Did you guys notice a moment ago when that guy was vaulting over the railing in the background that it was kind of a... Yeah, right there. See that going on again? It's kind of like a slideshow as they go down. I guess that's what the animation quality reflects, which really leads me to wonder if you can actually interact with those people during mid-animation. The way that looks, I would almost doubt it. Okay. You failed. No money will be paid out. All assets have been locked, and any valuables you held will be confiscated. Magnificent. Okay. What do I think of Payday 2? I think it's a disaster. I'm sorry to say, I really do. This is a cool concept. A really cool concept, but one that does not work in the manner presented right here. I could see this, maybe, working out a little better if one were to play it strictly with other players that one knows. Or if for whatever reason they could finagle some manner of requirement, which I know would irk a lot of people, of enabling voice chat, because that's the only way I see an enjoyable experience coming out of this. Playing with friends, I think, could work. Playing with a group of people that you know and that you can converse with and that you can interact with in real time during these raids could work. As it is now, it's a chaotic mess. Payday 2 needs a lot of work. Obviously, it needs a lot of optimization as well, because even on a dying rig like mine, this looks abysmal. This looks like I've got it set to 720p, and I've got it set to 1080, and that is inexcusable. So, from its graphics, to its execution, to its messy, busy UI, everywhere you look, there's a lot of cool ideas buried under piss-poor execution here. And I'm sorry to say that. Like I said, I wanted to enjoy this game. I wanted to recommend it. I wanted to say, go pick this up for $10 while you can this weekend. As it is right now, I can't say that. I can't even recommend a 66% off sale for this game, based on what I've played thus far. Now, I encourage you, if you are curious, go and play it for its free weekend. It is free until, I believe, sometime Sunday afternoon. This is recorded on a Thursday evening. So you've got a couple of days to go and get your hands on this game if you're curious to see a little more of it than what I've been able to show you thus far. But from what I've seen, I will not be coming back for seconds, so do not expect a round 2 for this video. It's why I've allowed this first 15 to go a little over time, more so than usual. I'm still going to try to edit this down to 15 minutes, just because a lot of the time in those matches I can cull out because nothing happened. And I'm sorry to say that. It's not something that I enjoy to just bash on games like this. I wanted, like I said, to recommend this. But the fact of the matter is, there are better free-to-play FPS games out there that offer co-op and PvP support, and alternate game modes besides. So, given its price tag and given its gameplay, I cannot recommend this over its contemporary competitors. So that's my first 15 of Payday 2, everybody. As I've said before everybody starts raging and lighting up the comments with a lot of negativity, as has happened before, this is just my first 15-ish of this game. That is to say, my very first moments with it. This is not a comprehensive review and should not be taken as such. Take it or leave it as, quite literally, my first impressions of this game. It has left a very bad taste in my mouth, enough to keep me from ever wanting to come back for seconds. If there's a Payday 3, I might give that a try, if there's a free weekend like this, where I don't feel like I have to risk an investment to play it. Because at this point, I don't really want a whole lot to do with this series that involves money. So thank you all for joining me for this episode of Last Level Press. This is the first 15 of Payday 2. I am Mr. Black, and as always, I wish you all good gaming, much better than this, and Godspeed.